What's going on, cutie? We're back for a thrift today. Thank you very much for joining me. And I'm going to get straight into it. Here at the Salvo's, got the Scotch and Soda jeans. Going to pick them up every day of the week. We've got the Buttonfly Levi's 513s here, and they are $5. Very happy with that. And into some more here. What did we get? The 504s, I think they were. What a guess. 42 waist, but I will still grab them. A lot of vinyl here. Some of this was a little bit overpriced. There, the Kate Bush at 20. You're not going to make much money on that, but I did actually grab them because they are just good stall fillers, and I'll put a fair bit of records out at the cabinet. Plus, this Roman Reigns for $4. Pretty happy with that, and a few other little bits and pieces. Only a couple of bucks each. They'll be just good stall fillers. Now, over to Vinny's. Shout out to Justo, Davo, and all the boys. I've known these guys for a very long time. Absolutely amazing things they're doing internationally and locally here. We've got the Nicolas Cage Fighter shirt. If you love your music, nice and heavy, check them out. This one's not for sale. Get one off their website. And back on the thrift here, the Levi's Sherpa. I did pay 25 bucks for this, but I don't mind. I'll put that out at the stall just to pretty it up a bit. And in here, we've got the Rusty Banger. Look at that, the nice vintage inner fleece line. This is an absolute beauty. Heavy as, nice 90s piece there. This should go pretty well. I might chuck that one online, actually. We'll see how we go. And also at Vinny's here, the Mac Pack. This is a pretty good brand to grab. If you do spot it, it does sell very fast.
Does anyone else remember, like back in the day when internet started becoming a big thing and you'd email Maxis? We used to do it from school, and they'd send you a sticker in the mail, and I put it on your bike and the guitars and all that sort of stuff. Who else used to do that? Let me know below in the comments.
I've got a nice old Storm Glass here for 10 bucks. I'll do this probably locally. I'm not really sure what they're going for these days, but people love them. Looks like someone's dobbed them in for their prices. A few other fun things on the day. The best of about $30. I can get that 20 bucks online. The Muppets for $4. I'm definitely grabbing that, and the jacket for 25 I'll grab. Now, who remembers when Leno and Woodley went well? I absolutely love this show. I used to love picking up because you knew it had turned into a certain 40, 50 bucks, but now it's actually tanked. You can't get bugger all for it.
I wish that hadn't happened.
One of the favourite brands of mine, Dickies. Love picking up a big red dick. And this one is only 9 bucks. Very heavy, very warm. I'll grab it. And then on the jeans rack, I found these. Now, they were priced up, but they are the John Doe. I had to give them a good check over. This is a motorcycle brand that goes really, really well. And when I'm talking really, really well, brand new, some of these can sell for up to $600 or $700. I'm going to talk about these a little bit later. In Vinny's here, we've got the Ramstein shirt. Absolutely love that band. They're amazing. Also the Nina Pasadena pants here, the joggers. They are only 6 bucks. That'll turn into a certain 35 for me. And I don't know what's going on here. $100 for this. You can pick these up at Target, brand new, for about 25 bucks if you wanted one. I don't know what they're looking at here, but anyway, we roll on. The Thomas Cooks here, I'll definitely grab these. These are the women's ones, and they are just these special riding ones. I haven't had them before, don't know a lot about them, but just got to assume there's at least 40 in them. And also on the rack here, we've got some fake jeans. Good way to tell, look at that tab. There's a big gap there. It's pretty dodgy quality. You look at the tab, it's actually not too bad for a fakie, this one, but the quality of the jeans in general are just pretty rough. The button there looks quite good, which could trick you. Those buttons look okay, but on the back there, see, it's just got the grooves. There's no actual imprint, any numbers in there. Very sort of poor quality on the inside. You look at the stitching, the back of the rivets, and nothing. So I left them behind, of course. I didn't with these. These were interesting. They look like some old salt and pepper shakers. Don't do a lot of that, but hey, they sell. So I'm going to grab them. And these are actually Nike, like the casual leather Nikes. And I'm pretty sure this is the release that Tiger Woods did. So I have to do a little bit more looking into these, but I think they'll be okay. See, we've got the Nike Air stamp there. They didn't fully look to be Nike, but yeah, they're interesting, them ones. So not something I've had before. Let me know if you have had something like this. And yeah, I'd like to know how much I'll get from them. They were only $2, so that's a bonus. Then just some basics in here. So it's $5 filler bag today, and I'm never complaining with a $5 filler bag, especially when there's real Levi's on this rack. So they have them priced very cheap in this church anyway. It's a great church. I love coming here. There's a Mavy, however you pronounce it. It's a women's pair. They're basic. They go for 20 to 25 very slowly. But they're going in my bag for $5, so I'm just going to grab them. The average cost of goods in this one particular shop will be about 20 cents a piece, so that's pretty good. So I'm just sort of grabbing up a lot of low-end stuff, but it's nice to have some of that in the store as well, just so everyone can come and shop, not just the people that have the money to grab the higher-end Levi's or vintage. Looking back, I probably could have grabbed those Pilgrim, but I didn't. Yeah, but filled a bag there, so I was pretty happy. Didn't get this. It was just a nostalgia hit. I do really want to watch that, though. I didn't grab these either. $15 was a bit much, but this is a pretty cool little workwear brand to grab. So if you ever do come across these Trade Mutt shirts, they go for about $40. And the Harry Potter Hogwarts thing. This is like a block mount puzzle for $5. So I'll ask the missus if she wants it. If not, I'll chuck it in the stall out at the market. So I had a pickup to go to, so I quickly stopped in here and did get a few pairs of jeans. We got some RB Sellers, NXP, and some Riders. Also got this jacket here. I don't mind the All About Eve denim, but I'm getting hungry. I'm going home to have a feed. And I said a little while ago that I was going to start doing some community finds, community sales, all that sort of thing of the week, so I can showcase and share some of the stuff you guys pick up and get you involved in my channel. I did spit out an email for that and didn't get a whole heap of responses, because it did actually get banned. I thought it was spamming or something. But anyway, I'm going to start actually throwing some of them up. And this week I'm throwing up Troy, who's a local reseller around this area. He picked up the Sonic Single Dingle 1994 absolute banger in Vinnie's in Bendigo last week. This was an absolute pearler of a shirt, and I'm sure a lot of the vintage gamers will be all over that. So if you do want to get in touch with Troy, write in the comments and let them know that you've got it. They can contact you however they want. Otherwise, he's probably going to put that up on eBay. But that's an absolute beauty. Well done, Troy. And if you do want to get something of yours shown on here, let me know and we'll get it up.
Lunch of bloody champions.
The spaghetti, cheese, toasted sanger.
Oh mate, these are the titties. If you haven't put cheese in your sanger and then you put a bit of cheese on top like that, you don't know what you're doing.
So these are like Dragon but on acid. They are the monolayer John Doe. They're heavy as hell, really good quality, and there's just padding all through them. So it's like not Kevlar lined, I don't think. Like there's the built-in hip padding. And then in the knees, you got the knee cuffs, just really high quality. So if you do, it tells you that they know they're good because they tell you it's high quality. A lot of these will retail at like $500, $500. The Mechanics John Doe. So these are a beautiful pair. These are like new. And yeah, if you do ever happen to spot these, first for me, very first time I've seen a pair of these in the wild. So not easy to come across, but definitely worth picking up if you see them. Let's have a look. Can't find the old Stanley knife, or as you Yanks would call it, box cutter. So I'm using the scissors, and in this is just literally Levi's, Wrangler, I think a little bit of Lee as well, which is pretty common among a lot of wholesalers to kind of do bundles of that lot. I think instead of just getting Levi's, it just works out a little bit cheaper. So let's pop this open and have a squiz. Squiz is a very underrated word these days. Who's with me on that? Oh. So you got that open. Let's have a look. Said in my recent jeans video, what I do with jeans is basically bang them in the wash, bang them in the dryer, and lift them. If they need soaking or anything, I'll deal with that. This was an A-grade lot, I'm pretty sure, so there shouldn't be any of that. We'll have a look. So, look, it's a bit more pricey, but I ordered these 2 days ago, and they're here already. So it's just easy, and it's just good sizing, good quality, you know. It's going to be good stock, just going into the store. So $15 a piece. It doesn't leave heaps of room. It's a little bit up there, but it's just, you know, stock on hand, straight to me door. I didn't use that time finding probably lower end stuff. Generally get a few, like that's an older pair there. Generally get a few older ones. That's just all Levi's, which is still one of my favourites. 505s, just a staple. I've got some Lee, nice colour, basic Wranglers, some more Wrangler. These actually probably work out about 13 a piece, I think. I can't remember, I'll have to have a look. These look like a decent set, carpenter style. So when you got that sort of ruler pocket there, generally like when you're looking at like dungaree, carpenter jeans, I'll go for a bit more if they're in good condition, especially vintage. So definitely just having that adds a bit of value. More Lee. Lee I don't love. It moves, but it's slow. Wrangler I am a big fan of. And of course Levi's, once upon a time was the number one in my top jeans list a couple of years ago, if you remember that. Some more Wrangler. So I'm not complaining with Wrangler. That's a nice, it's an older one maybe. These should go pretty well just on that colour. Wrangler. There's another pair of Lee. So it's just the basic bread and butter stuff. Just paying a little bit more, but not using that time sourcing in op shops or whatever, out hunting for it. So no complaints with that.